warm welcome to all of you. I am Mangala Hengoju, an English and the social teacher. Today in this virtual class, we will discuss about the story writing, especially class 4 students. And there are two types of story I have written here. The first one is guided story writing and the second one is free story writing. For the primary level, class 4, so we are discussing about the guided story writing only. In this story writing, you will be given certain outlines or clues, and on the basis of that clues and outlines, you have to develop a very good readable story on staying in the circumstances. So here we will discuss about what should not be do while we are going to write a guided story writing. When we are writing a story, we should be very conscious that we should not commit any mistakes. So the first one is that do not use supernatural characters. When we are going to write a story, we should not use any supernatural characters in the story like the vampires and the devil, because we are already given characters in the story. Yes, so we have to use the same characters which are given in the plot, in the outlines. So we should not use any supernatural characters in the story. We must be very careful about that. And the second one is, do not make it too long. Normally the story is written within 150 to 200 words. So it should not be too long. If it is too long, then the examiners, it means the teachers, they will feel so much boring. So if we should be very conscious about its length, how much you write. We are given certain outlines, so we must be very conscious. We have to write the story within 150 to 200 words. So the third one is that avoid spelling mistakes. So that is the common mistakes of most of the students. When we check the copy, when we check the exam paper, we can see that most of the students are doing the same spelling mistakes. So I want to suggest you that if you have any confusions about the spelling, then avoid those words. You can choose the next synonyms which have the similar meaning. So we must be very conscious about not doing the spelling mistakes. And the next one is avoid grammatically incorrect sentences. Before we write any sentences, we must think that whether the sentence is correct or not. So we must know about the singular subject, singular verb, plural subject text, plural verb. We must have good ideas about the subject verb agreement. So we must avoid the grammatically incorrect sentences. If you are not sure that your sentence is correct, then don't try to write those sentences. Avoid it. You can write the next sentences which have the similar meanings, which have the same meaning. So after talking about what should not be done, then that is very important. That is what should be done in the story writing. While we are going to write the story, we must be very careful that we should do the following step. The first step is that read the given outlines very carefully. First of all, I have already told you that we will be given certain outlines, clues, and on the basis of that clues, we must write the story. So first of all, you have to read the story, isn't it? So read the given outlines very carefully. After reading the outlines carefully for 2 times, 3 times, then only you can understand the whole plot. What is the plot about that? You can understand the time period, you can understand the places which is taken in the story, and you can understand the main characters given in the story. So after reading the outlines very carefully, you must have the good ideas about the plot, time, places, and the characters given in the story. So this is the most important things we have to do in the story writing. And the second thing is that start a story with a very good beginning. We must start our story with a very good beginning, such as once upon a time, many years ago, long ago, etc. Because we have already known that story that we are writing the story about the past. So we must use the past tense and starting must be like that. Many years ago, once upon a time, long ago, etc. So you must start a very good beginning. If your starting is too much bad, then you cannot leave any impressions to the teacher. So starting must be very good. As you know that the first impression is the last impression. So your first impression must be very better. And then the third point is always use the past form of verbs. We know that the story is always written in the past tense. Use the past tense. You can write any forms of past. Simple past, past perfect, past continuous, anything. But sometimes we can use present tense and the future tense. In which case? In the direct speech only. If the characters are saying the sentence directly, then we can use the direct speech. In those direct speech, we can write present tense or the future tense. For example, in the story, if we are talking about the poor woman, okay, the poor lady said, I am getting older. Okay, look here. In the direct speech, we can write the poor lady said, I am getting older. Here, I use the present tense. It means present continuous tense. Is, am, are plus before. Yes, present continuous tense. We can use such tense, present tense or the future tense only in the direct speech. How can we know the direct speech? Then here I have put here double inverted comma. Yes, the double inverted comma shows you that the sentence is in the direct speech. So in this way we can use the present tense or the future tense only in the direct speech, but it is in the indirect speech. But if we are writing the story in indirect speech, then always don't forget to use the past form. Especially past form is used, but sometimes when we check the papers, I have seen that most of the students mix their tense. Present tense, past tense, future tense, which doesn't have any meaning and any sense. So the next one is that give the suitable title and the moral. That is very important for a story. Without the title, we cannot understand whether it is the story, maybe essay also, yes, it may be the later writing also. So there must be suitable title, and at the last there must be moral. Moral means what did you learn from the story? What is the lesson that we can get from the story? Yes, so title and the moral. Title, if you write the correct title, it will get 1 marks. If you write the correct moral, then you will get 1 marks. And if you write the story in the correct plot, time, places, characters, correct tense, if you have written the story with very good beginnings, then as a whole, you can get the 6 marks. In this way, in the class 4, the story writing, the full marks is story writing, full marks is 8. Title and the moral 1 plus 1, 2 marks, and the whole if you write the correct story, then you will get the 6 marks. In this way we can get the we can write the good story. So I have given you the sample here. The title is An Ant and a Grasshopper. That is very simple story. You should not think very hard. You should not do the hard practice. It is very simple. You are given a certain outlines, and on the basis of outlines you have to develop the story. Here I am going to read the outline first. Once a hard-working ant and a grasshopper. Ant, here is mistake. I am going to read again. Once a hard-working ant. Hard-working, this is not necessary, a hard-working ant once a hard-working ant and a grasshopper. Here also ant, here should be A-N-T, ant worked all the summer and collected food. for the winter. The grasshopper spent by singing went to the ant to bake the food in the winter. The ant told him to go and dance. Moral. So, in this outlines, what we can understand is that there are mainly two characters. Who are they? The characters are the ant and the grasshopper. Yes? And in this story we can see that the ant was very hardworking and the grasshopper was not hardworking. It means he is so much lazy. He does not like to do any work. Ant worked all the summer. As I have told you that the ant was very hardworking, so he has collected the food because he knows that the winter is coming very soon and he has to stay inside his home, he has to collect, he has to survive by having those foods which he has collected. And next, grasshoppers spent by singing and dancing. In the summer season, grasshopper became very careless. He did not collect any foods. When the ant suggested him to collect the fruits and then the grasshopper ignored it, so he spent by singing and dancing the whole summer. So at the last, when the winter season came, the ant and all other friends, they survived very easily. They had all the fruits what they have collected, but the grasshopper, he did not collect the fruits, so he went to the ant to bake some fruits. Because he has no food at the time, so to bake food in the winter, the grasshopper went to the ant to bake food for the winter. And what did the ant say? The ant told him to go and dance. He did not help to the grasshopper. In this way, if you have understood the whole plot, then only you must write the very good story, and title is here, so we must write the moral. Did you understand the outlines or not? Only if you have understood, then you can write the story. So here, the moral must be very suitable for the following outlines. So what did you understand from the story? Hardworking ant and the lazy grasshopper. Ant works very hard in the summer. He has collected food for the whole winter, but the grasshopper did not collect the foods for the winter. He just played and sing. Yes, he just played and sang. So when the winter seasons came, the grasshopper had nothing at the home. So he went to the ant's home to bake the food, but the ant, he did not help him. He said, go to dance. Go to dance and sing and play. So the moral must be very suitable. What is the moral of the story? Do you know? We should work on time. Otherwise, what will happen? We will have to face such a problems what the grasshopper had faced. Yes. So we should be very conscious about the title, moral, and we have to write the whole. We have to use the whole hints. We should not leave any hints. We have to use the whole outlines, clues before we write the story. So I think you have better understand about the story. This is the today's session. So I gave you the home assignment as well. That is the homework for you. The homework is here. I have given you the outline. I think this is very simple for you. I have given you the outlines here. You have to write a very good story. Just I have told you what should not do and what should be done. Yes, think it, keep it in your mind. And here I am going to read the outlines. Here, a hot summer day, a fox passed by a well, sees water in it, tries to reach for it, falls in, cannot come out. A goat passed by, sees the fox in the well, asks him why he is there. The fox says he is enjoying the cool water. The fox invites the goat to jump in. The goat jumps in, the fox leaps on the goat's back and gets out, laughs at the stupid goat. This is the outline that I have given you for the assignment. You can develop a very good readable story by yourself. Otherwise, if you have any difficulties, any problem, you can ask to your parents, elder brother and sister. So I hope you will completely do your assignment and submit the teachers. So this is the today's session. How is it? I think you have enjoyed. So stay home, stay safe. Okay, thank you.